Why do some women become obsessed with a man they barely know, while others walk away from the one who gave them everything? There's something hidden, something powerful, something most men never realize until it's too late. In this video, we're revealing the top 9 female weaknesses that control attraction, desire, and emotional connection. And once you understand them, you'll never chase again. You'll choose how you want to be treated. Stay with me, because once you see what's really behind her emotions, you'll have a power most men never even dream of. Number 1. The need to feel chosen above all. One of the deepest female weaknesses is the need to feel uniquely chosen, not just liked, not just desired. She wants to feel that out of every woman in the world you saw her and picked her. And when a man gives her that energy, without being needy, it triggers something primal. It whispers, "You're the exception, not just an option." You ever notice how women chase men who seem uninterested in everyone else, but suddenly give her attention? It's not random. That's the moment her guard breaks, and her attraction spikes. She doesn't want competition. She wants exclusivity, not through control, but through meaning. She wants to feel like you had options, but you picked her because you saw something rare. Number 2. Emotional contrast, from cold to warm. Women are emotionally driven, and one hidden weakness that pulls them in hard is emotional contrast. When a man shifts between being reserved and being emotionally warm, it creates a psychological pull. Too nice all the time? Boring, predictable. Too cold all the time? Distant, unsafe. But when you mix both, not as a game but as natural emotional depth, it creates tension, mystery, and craving. Picture this. You're not texting her all day. You're busy, focused. Then suddenly she gets a short, genuine message from you. Calm, thoughtful, no emojis. Thought about you for a second today. Hope your day's been good. That's not a flirt. That's intentional. And it hits different, because it breaks her expectations. She becomes addicted to figuring you out. And that emotional shift? That's what hooks her more than looks ever could. If you're enjoying the insight so far, consider subscribing. It really helps the channel grow and lets me keep bringing you content like this. Weakness number 3. Dominance without control. There's a massive difference between control and dominance. Most men don't see it, but women feel it instantly. Control is insecurity. It's fear in disguise. Dominance is presence. It's leadership, direction, calm power. And that is a weakness for women. Because when a man moves through the world with certainty, he doesn't force decisions. He makes them. You walk into a place and without asking you say, "Let's sit over there." Better view. Not controlling, just confident. You take the lead with ease, and she feels safe, seen, and challenged at the same time. That's the paradox. She doesn't want to be controlled. She wants a man who doesn't need her permission to lead. It's a weakness built into female attraction because it signals protection, direction, and rare masculine energy. Number 4. Emotional contrast. She doesn't just crave peace, she craves contrast, the emotional roller coaster. It's not drama she wants, it's depth. Why do so many women fall for the mysterious guy who's warm one moment and distant the next? Because he gives her something most men are afraid to show. Unpredictability, challenge, and tension. And here's the hidden truth. A woman is most drawn to a man when she feels unsure, but respects his steadiness. Too much comfort? She checks out. Too much chaos? She shuts down. But the right mix of stability and emotional depth, that's where she gets hooked. It's the reason women binge-watch dramas, read emotional fiction, and fantasize about tension-filled romance. Because the contrast makes her feel alive. And the man who understands this doesn't need to perform. He just leads with emotional range, not desperation. Weakness number 5. power in the presence of detachment. She craves attention, but not just any kind. It's the attention of a man who doesn't need her. Sounds backwards, right? But here's the truth. Women are drawn to men who are present, but not possessed. When a man gives her attention out of abundance, not desperation, she feels something powerful, respect mixed with desire. Ever wonder why she's more interested after you stop chasing? Why she gets intrigued when you start focusing on yourself? It's because women can feel it in your energy, whether you're leading your life or following her emotions. When she senses you can walk away at any time, that's when she leans in. Not because she wants to lose you, but because your detachment equals value. It tells her, I want you, but I don't need you, and that makes me free. Number 6, the irresistible pull of a man with purpose. A man with a mission is magnetic, not because he's loud, not because he's flashy, but because his energy says, I know where I'm going. You're welcome to join or watch. You ever see that quiet guy who doesn't say much, but women seem to orbit around him? It's not an accident. It's the gravity of purpose. When a woman sees that you're chasing something bigger than her, a goal, a dream, a legacy, she can't help but feel respect. And respect for a woman is the foundation of attraction. But here's the twist. If she senses that your purpose is her, you lose the very thing that drew her in. Purpose gives your presence depth. It tells her, I'm already fulfilled. You're the bonus, not the source. That energy is rare, and to her, it's irresistible. Number 7, emotional detachment paired with control. Here's a paradox. The more emotionally detached you are, the more in control you appear. And that control, it drives women crazy. Not because you're cold, but because you're centered. When a woman realizes you're not emotionally reactive, that you don't get jealous, desperate, or anxious, she suddenly sees you as powerful. Because emotional detachment doesn't mean indifference, it means clarity. You're not shaken by drama. You don't chase validation. You listen, you understand, but you don't submit to emotional chaos. And the twist? The less you chase, the more she invests. She'll test your emotions. She'll try to pull you out of that center. But if you hold your frame, you win her respect, her curiosity, and often her desire. Number 8, the silent signal of social proof. Here's a truth most men underestimate. Women respond to how other women respond to you. It's not just about looks. It's not about money. It's about status. And women don't measure that the same way men do. They read it through social proof. How do other women talk about you? Do they smile at you? Do they respect you? Do they seem curious or attracted? Even subtle interactions matter. If a woman sees other women laughing with you, complimenting you, or even just responding positively to your energy, her brain registers one thing. He's desired, he's safe, he's valuable, and that changes everything. This is why men who are naturally social, charismatic, or even just confident in public tend to have more success, because women notice the energy you carry, and more importantly, how others respond to that energy. It's primitive psychology. If others want you, she wants to know why. Weakness number 9, her deep craving for emotional leadership. Here's the final truth, and it might be the most powerful one. Women are deeply drawn to men who lead emotionally, not control, not dominate, but lead. Most women are overwhelmed by emotional chaos, their own thoughts, feelings, social pressures, expectations. What they crave is a man who stays grounded, calm, and clear when she's not. A man who doesn't panic when she's anxious, who doesn't get defensive when she tests him, who stays centered, stoic, and firm in who he is. That emotional stability, that's magnetic, because it makes her feel safe, respected, and, most importantly, led. And women will never tell you this out loud, but a man who can lead her emotionally can lead her anywhere. Now, if these insights opened your eyes even a little, I want to hear from you. What's one female weakness you've seen in real life, but didn't know how to explain until now? Drop it in the comments. Let's compare notes. If you enjoyed this video, I'd genuinely appreciate a like. It helps more than you think. And if you're curious about what's coming next, let's just say the next video dives even deeper into female psychology, and you won't want to miss it. You'll see it here soon.